the genius behind the highly successful marketing firm, The Brand Group. If you haven't heard of her, now you have. Meet Miss Diddy.
We do brand positionings for brands and kind of fuse the worlds of television, film, sports, music, political, the whole thing. So we're a big powerhouse up here. It's an incredible global company at this point. We have clients and partnerships all over the world. And I'm really proud of the baby that I birthed and, how it's been raised. It's been over 15 years at this point. I started in promotions, which has turned out to be what my business has been across the board. So I started when Kanye started Good Music, and was over there doing the West Coast Street Team and the marketing with those incredible geniuses.
But Miss Diddy's a superstar in her own right. She's known as the culture specialist. She's the it girl, connecting all the dots for Black Hollywood. And her resume definitely backs that up.
People come to me about all type of things. Thank God, you build it, they'll come. But for me, my niche has always been Black culture and making sure that we're amplified in the greatest light. One of those moments I remember is when I did Nipsey Hussle's album release party for Victory Lap. And my company did it, and at the same night I had Kevin Hart's dinner with his partnership with Mountain Dew. They both brought me on to do separate initiatives, but I was doing them in the same space. One was on the penthouse and one was downstairs, the London Hotel. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it on the same night. I'm gonna work my butt off and work my team to the core, but I wanna make sure that these incredible Black men are in the same space at the same time, right? And so that media is able to see these powerhouses together. And it's this picture, and my favorite picture is up in my office of Kevin Hart and Nipsey Hussle, and they're like talking to each other, but you see this brotherhood in their face, and you see this incredible moment where, for us, they're celebrated, they're heroes, to us, and they were able to come together and see that. Oh, I'm getting emotional talking about it. But yeah, that was my biggest thing, is to make sure that we celebrate Black culture, Black history, what we're doing now,
Absolutely. And looking back on that night, what we know now versus what we didn't know then, that night was history.
That night was history, and it became one of my proudest, moments in my career, for sure.
And Miss Diddy continues to defy all odds.
I'm a young girl from the hood that believed and kept going and just created that way for myself. And I didn't have people always, or someone to just tell me, this is how you should do it. I just, through trial and error, you know what I mean? And I also figured out how to navigate through it by being myself. And so if I could help someone and polish them up and help them be in position, we can create more wealth and a greater economy for our communities.
Talk to me a little bit about some of your mentors when you first got started.
You know what? I've been close to guys my whole career. My OGs, my old heads, as we call them, they were men. So like Kenny Burns was an incredible Black entrepreneur. Created the Wavelengths, was part of introducing the idea of being a brand ambassador of like big brands and liquor companies and things like that when they didn't see Black people doing that. So Kenny Burns, Baron Davis is big on that. He'll call me and be like, meet me here at the Peninsula or something, Beverly Hills. And we're in this meeting with these big billionaires, and, I'm just quiet, soaking in the information. And Mona Scott Young, I definitely have to give credit to that. She supports everything that I do. If I call her, there's nothing that she won't do or support for me. And John Monopoly, who was Kanye's manager and president of Good Music, Kanye's like best friend growing up. And John has always, I watched him put so many people in position.
A position she's in now. She's using her platform and her new class to pay it forward.
I'm doing a series called the Secret to Successful Entrepreneurs. And what I learned is, I'm really blessed to sit at these amazing tables with these amazing people, these people that we look up to, these, having dinner with Russell Simmons or Mona Scott Young, or, all these type of people that people would only love to sit and get the information from, and I'm able to do that. So I wanted to bring some of my favorite entrepreneurs to the table and to people and introduce their secrets, because there are secrets. There's things that work in my business and things that people don't know, or there's things that work in other entrepreneurs' businesses that people don't know. And I think that it's important to share that information so we can make more of us, and make sure that we're in position to not only have a seat at the table, but create the table. I want young, vibrant, creatives to register. You don't have to want to be a CEO. It can just be tools to make your business greater or make you being an employee greater, because I was an incredible employee, and I enjoyed, working in the 9-to-5 and working in the corporate world as well. And so I only want people that want to invest in themselves, because that's something that I do on a day-to-day basis. So you can sign up for my class. First class is the 27th this month. I have super great entrepreneurs coming on, and you can go on my website, which is diddyla.com. Pretty simple, just like who I am. And you click right there, sign up, and get you registered and get you going. Get you some tips. I have incredible giveaways with super dope brands, beauty brands, and bigger brands. And so I'm excited about that.